Hi guys, today we are ranking random palettes. I randomly chose, with my little spinning wheel, I randomly chose 10 palettes, and now I'm ranking them from 10 to 1. 10 being the one I like the least, to number 1 being the one that I like the best. So I thought this was really fun when I did it before, so I thought, why not? It's time. I think it was May that I did it last time, so if you want to see the palettes that were chosen and where I rank them, then stick around. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Andi, and I'm really happy that you're here. So I think we have a good mixture here. The spinny wheel chose well, and we have a good mixture of color stories, high-end, affordable, all of that. So I thought it was very interesting when I got done ranking them. I thought it was very interesting what I chose where. So let's go ahead and get started. Want to? Number 10, my least favorite, is the Ace Beauté Falling For You. This is not a fall color story to me. You know, you look at this and you're like, ooh, that's going to be so fall. And it really isn't. It's nice. I love Ace Beauté's formula. I do. But this is not something that I reach for often. I think I've only used it like twice, maybe. It's just not my jam. So that is number 10. Number 9. You're going to be kind of surprised at this. This is the Glam Light Scooby-Doo Creeps and Crawls. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful color story. The problem is it doesn't have enough dimension. It has really, really dark shades. It has a couple medium shades. It doesn't have enough light shades for me. This is a lighter purple, but it's very, very pigmented. So, like, it's not really that light. So if this had maybe a pastel teal or a pastel pink or something like that, I would like it a lot better. The formula is amazing. It is. But I don't reach for it because I would have to bring in another palette, which is fine. That's what I do. I bring in another palette. But that palette on its own, it doesn't rank as high. Next up is the Natasha Denona Zeno palette. I know, you guys, I know. It's very pretty. I don't think the formula is as good as the retro palette or even some of the minis that I have. I've used it. I've used it several times. It is pretty, but I don't love it as much as I love some of these others. So that was number 8. Number 7 is the Colourpop Orchid Unite. I do really, really like this palette. It is a beautiful monochromatic palette. Just these others I like better. And I like the cooler purples. Okay, number 6 is also a Colourpop palette, and it is the Colourpop Lyric. I bought this a long time ago. When these first came out, it's been almost 3 years, I think, since these came out. I bought this one, and I bought the Cashmere Forever, which is purples. I almost bought, I can't remember the name of it, but it was the mauve, mauve pinks, that kind of thing. But this is really nice. This is really pretty. Now, I do not use this glitter here, but the shimmers are lovely. They're lovely. I love the shimmers in this. And the mattes are really nice. They're the Colourpop nicely blendable formula. So yeah, that is number 6. Next up is number 5, and that is the BH Solar Flare palette. This is one of their baked formula palettes, and I freaking love this palette. I love it. These shimmers, oh my gosh, BH's baked formula is just freaking phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. Like, I love that. I don't have all of the baked formulas yet, but I did buy a few on Poshmark and Mercury. I bought this and the Galaxy Chic when they were still on the website. So this is number 5. Still a palette that I absolutely love. But again, some of these other ones I like better. Number 4 is the Melt She's in Parties. I love this palette. I got it not too long ago. Not too long ago, I did a collab with Erica Conger using this palette. This was on sale on the Melt site. And I can't remember how much it was, but it was cheap enough to where I picked it up. It was like 30% off or 40% off or something. But it's so pretty. It's so, so pretty. This had been on my list for a long time, actually, since I saw Ash from Makeup and Chaos use that palette. That has been on my list. Now we're down to number 3. And that is the Revolution Batman palette. You guys, I love this palette so much. Yes, I love the packaging. Yes, I am a Batman freak. And this is the packaging. This is the logo from the Batman in the 80s, which is my favorite Batman. But I still love this. I love this palette. Revolution gets a bad rap, and I understand that some of their stuff is not great. This formula is really, really good. It is. I love this. The shimmers are just gorge. The shimmers are beautiful. This is the purple shimmer. Very pigmented. This is one of the browns, and it's super freaking pigmented. I love it. I love that palette. I was so excited to get that. I got this one and the little mini 9-pan, not realizing that the 9-pan was just a smaller version of this, but that's okay. I kept them both. I love them. So that is number 3. Number 2 is the Beauty Bay Jade palette. You guys, I had this sitting on my shelf for so long. I didn't reach for it because the color story, the way it's laid out, is very disjointed to me. And so I got this in a mystery box. I got this in the Beauty Bay mystery box. It's the only thing I kept from them, I think. I think I had this and a brow gel, I think, are the only things that I've actually kept. But I put this in my Project 3 uses. I think it was the first one, the first Project 3 uses I did this year, and used it. And now I use it a lot. Like, I haven't used it in a couple of months, but I just love it. Beauty Bay formula is so good. And now that I have learned to overlook the placement, because I really think that makes a difference. I really think it makes a difference. So that was number 2. Number 1. Number 1, when I drew this, I was like, oh, well, that's not even fair. That's not even fair because it's the Huda Mercury Retrograde, which just happens to be one of my favorite palettes. Yeah, as soon as this one was chosen, I mean, there's only like 3 or 4 palettes in my collection that would have pushed this out of number 1. And it is such a beautiful, beautiful color story. The shimmers, the mattes, it's all amazing. It's all amazing. So yes, this is number 1. Not fair. Not fair that it was chosen because it was immediately on top. It was immediately on top. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let me know what you think of my placement and if you have any of these palettes and if you disagree with me. Because we're all friends here. You can disagree with me, but I want to know. I really appreciate you being here. And until our next adventure, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.